Moving back home to some other developing news in our area. Rochester police are looking for a suspect after shots were fired at a student near the steps of Franklin High School this morning. Important to note, no one was injured, and officers have been stationed in and around the building throughout the day. Erica Acosta is following these developments for us. She joins us now outside the district offices with the latest. Erica.
Good evening, and police say this situation started a few blocks away from the school on Norton Street and ultimately ended up on school grounds right outside by the steps there. And they say there were also 2 other students on the premises when it happened, but again, no one was injured, no one was struck. It happened just after school began, around 8:30, so many students were inside already. Lieutenant Greg Bellows says a student was walking towards the school from a few blocks up on Norton Street when they were approached by at least one male.
Some sort of incident occurred to where he was chased to the campus here. The student, as he was running to the campus, at least one shot was fired at the student.
The student entered the school safely and the shooter fled. Officials from RCSD say the school was placed in lockout as a precautionary measure. Rochester Police and the district's safety and security teams were called to immediately investigate. Bellows says they've been going door to door, trying to get info or surveillance video from neighbors and businesses. But on top of that, he's looking for anyone who was in the area at the time.
Clearly, anybody that was outside this area, especially here on Norton Street at 8:30 this morning, would have some good information, potentially have some good information for us.
Cynthia Elliott, president of the Board of Education, says this is a larger community-based problem.
In many respects, we don't have all the resources to be able to, address.
She says safety is an ongoing conversation with police, parents, surrounding neighborhoods, and security teams.
We're going to make sure that every child in this school district is educated and ready for the work world. That's our role.
And she says they're planning more work sessions on safety in the Board of Education to see how they can potentially get other organizations and parents out in the community involved with their mission to keep kids safe. The district tells me they have school safety officers at all the buildings. This is not to be confused with school resource officers. They also have mobile units, which the security can use in situations like today. In Rochester, Erica Acosta, News 8.
Erica, thank you. District officials say there's been a police presence throughout the day and during dismissal over at Franklin. They plan to return tomorrow for dismissal.